Namaskar, friends. Today we are going to look at how to prevent and cure lifestyle disorders. See, how do we prevent in the first place? And the people who are already having lifestyle disorders, how do we get rid of them, right? So, insulin sensitivity is the key for health span. So, how do we improve insulin sensitivity? We will look at it. Look at friends. The first and foremost thing is that your gut health. Constipation is the mother of most diseases. See, look at the complete digestive system, especially from the stomach and then your small intestine, large intestine, and other, digestive organs like, liver, pancreas, stomach, all those things. How do we keep them healthy? First and foremost thing is that how do we keep our gut clean? So these two bowel movements every day in the morning, it makes sure that you have a healthy gut. Look at the healthy gut. Look at this all empty, whereas this only portion is there where the feces is there. Look at an unhealthy gut. Unhealthy gut means persons are not able to go to the toilet even once in a day. Some people go twice, once in 2 days, something like it, which is not at all safe and healthy. So look at how their large intestine has got totally distorted. And so much of feces is there in this particular thing. As you have the feces in the large intestine for longer duration, what happens? All the water from the large intestine gets absorbed by the body, and this feces will become very hard, and then it becomes much more difficult for them to pass, and all the toxins get absorbed in the body. See, one of the major problem for is the leaky gut, they call it, which will cause all sorts of autoimmune diseases. Right, friends? So what is the next one is the insulin resistance. So what is insulin resistance? See, basically fattening carbohydrates. Fattening carbohydrates, high carb food, processed foods, all that. And second point is frequent eating. See, frequent eating, a lot of people of the opinion, eating means they're eating some rice or chapati. Anything other than water you put in your mouth, it is called eating. Now, if you look at the modern generation, they start with the coffee in the morning and then breakfast, then some coffee, tea, then lunch, and in between some sort of coffee, tea, evening snacks, and night dinner. And many offices are having this cafeteria. Anytime anybody can walk in and serve themselves a coffee, or they are always getting the snacks served and all that. So that is the reason you see most of the people in corporates and all have got belly fat. So all these things, especially this high carb food and number of times eating, they what they do, they cause increased sugar levels. Increased sugar levels will cause increased insulin levels to maintain the sugar levels in the body over a period of time. It doesn't happen in a year or so. It takes 5 years, 10 years. Then what happens? These insulin will become resistant. The body doesn't accept the insulin. So though you have tons of insulin in the body, your cells will not accept and allow the sugar levels to get into the bloodstream. So that's how people will develop pre-diabetes, diabetes, obesity, and all that. There is a term called diabesity. That means they are both the problem, waist problem and diabetes. Now, what happens, friends? If somebody is developing insulin resistance, look at the number of diseases it can cause. Insulin resistance is the key for all the lifestyle diseases. What all it can cause? It can cause heart disease. It can cause diabetes, fatty liver, high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels, stroke, PCOD problem, and various health problems it can cause. So, what is the solution, friends? How do you become insulin sensitive? Right? So, this is how it is. To become insulin sensitive means what? Simple parameters, friend. Your fasting sugar and fasting levels with the minimum, bare minimum. What is the bare minimum? Fasting sugar will be below 99 um, milligrams per deciliter. Same thing for insulin also. HbA1c should not be more than 5.6. If anybody has HbA1c 5.7 is diabetic, and above insulin 1.5 is having insulin resistance. Means he is bound to have any of these problems, right, friends? Now let's see how do we get rid of all these problems. What sort of daily schedule you can have? See, immediately after waking up in the morning, whatever time you wake up, drink 1 liter water, warm water you take, focus on your stomach and go for the first bowel. Top priority, no other activity, friends. Afterwards, what you can do, You can just do 15 minutes pranayama or abdominal breathing after the first bowel movement. So this would enhance your air element. Then what you can do, friends, after the first toilet only, you can go for a brisk walk. You can do whatever you like to do. You can play a game, go for a swimming, do yoga. At least spend 45 minutes to 1 hour. And these are the few tips you can have. Yoga is for flexibility, resistance training, and weight lifts for muscle strength. And for your stamina, you do the brisk walk, jogging, and any games and all that. Make sure in a day you expose yourself to the sun for getting the D vitamin. Walk bare feet on the green or green grass or on the beach. Try and walk in the reverse direction. All these things would help. There are a lot of videos, a lot of knowledge available on exercise. I only suggest people to at least spend 45 minutes, 1 hour. Then what you do when you come back from the walk, friend, just wait for 5-10 minutes, rest at home, and drink again 1 liter water. And then focus on your stomach, you can go to the toilet. As I explained to you, gut health plays a very important role. Hydration plays a very important role in your health and immunity, right? So you will be able to pass the second stools with ease and comfort and pure satisfaction. And then what you can do, friends, focus and go for the second bowel movement after the drinking the second 1 liter water. After finishing the bowel movement, what you can do in case somebody has a constipation problem, use enema for a few days. It's a very easy technique. A lot of videos are available in YouTube. What requires to be done in the whole day? You try and avoid processed packaged foods, animal-based foods, stimulants like coffee, tea, alcohol, etc. Right, friend? If you're not able to avoid, reduce to the minimum. Reduce to the minimum. Now, eat only twice in a day when you're hungry and then maintain the same time. See, in the whole day, you should eat only 2 times in a day when you're hungry. People who are at the moment having almost 6 to 7 times eating, they can do gradually. Eat only 3 meals a day, then later you bring to 2 meals. Take your own time. Eating 2 meals a day has a great advantage. Now the question is, what type of food to eat? You have your own knowledge, friends. Find a good carbohydrates. That means unpolished carbohydrates like millets and brown rice and whole wheat and all that, not the maida stuff and all that. And then good protein, you can look at it, friends, sprouts, nuts, seeds, and all this has a good protein. Good fats, you can have ghee, freshly made ghee of cow ghee or buffalo milk ghee, you can have that. Then there are 2 points I would like you to pay attention. Nothing in between 2 minutes except water. Remember that. You should not eat anything. Other than water, anything else one puts in mouth is food. So this fundamental understanding would help a lot, friends. A lot of people think I take a coconut water, I take a small cup of coffee. Please, anything you put in your stomach other than water, it requires digestion. So avoid it. Totally avoid it, right? Then don't drink water 20 minutes before eating food, while eating, and then 2 hours of eating. This is a very important aspect. Once you understand this thing, it will help you in proper digestion and proper hydration and all that. Drink balanced 1 to 2 liters of water between 2 meals in installments. See, you suppose you finish your first meal at 12 o'clock. So after 2 o'clock onwards, until the second meal, say you are planning to take your second meal at 7 o'clock or 7:30, at least half an hour before time that you can have water in installments. You can have 200 ml, 300 ml immediately after 2 hours after that, and then you keep on drinking. This is all, friends. And then what else you can do? You can just check your this 12 health parameters. These are the 12 parameters we discussed earlier. This slide is going to be available to you. So these are the ideal range. See that where you are and try and improve. I'm sure the short video should benefit all of you. If you have got any clarifications, any doubts, you're always welcome to speak to me. Knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health, friends. I claim a disclaimer, friend. I'm not a doctor. People with health issues must consult their doctor before embarking on my advice. Wish you a very good health, friend. Bye-bye.